Look, if Trump wins, we got to go long energy because the P's are the lowest of the all 11 sectors of the economy. It has been crushed by regulation, and I think it'll be deregulated because of his idea of using lower energy prices to get inflation down. Right. And so that interests me. That means a lot of lifting of permitting. So maybe the ANWR gets opened up. I'm going to go long the infrastructure of energy if Trump wins. So I got to have some cash aside for that. I like that sector a lot.
The market doesn't seem to mind the possible delay in getting an election result. I mean, there is quite a likelihood of a delay here, but the market's up this morning.
I don't think we're going to have a delay. I think the swing states, and I'm getting into predicting now, and everybody's got the risk when they do this, but I predict that the swing states will go one way or the other, and we're going to know the end of the election tonight by 3 in the morning. And because listen, it's just a feel. I've been jumping all over the country lately, and I think that this idea that pollsters know what's going on when the sample sets are 800 and 1,200 people and margin for error is 4.7%. It's ridiculous. Someone's going to take this tonight. That's what's going to happen.
We'll get the result tonight.
Yes, definitive result, and we can move on. And look, I have to work with who's ever in the White House, so I'm hedging my bets like crazy. But I would prefer a less regulated economy, a lower tax economy, obviously, as an investor. If you raise corporate taxes, which I don't think will happen if Harris gets in, they just want to let her do it, from 21 to 28, that'll be the largest tax increase against the S&P 500 earnings in history. No one's ever done that before. You would wipe out a huge chunk of American earnings in everybody's savings accounts. That's never going to happen, and that's the trouble with her platform. Listen, I have crazy ideas that'll never happen. Don't worry about them. They're crazy. I've got all my guys. I've got Mark Cuban telling you it's not going to happen. Don't worry, it's not going to happen. Well, why do you have to say it in the first place? I'm a little frustrated with that.
Golden age, an exaggeration or reality?
Very specific. If he can cut regulatory costs on all 11 sectors of the economy at the federal level, that's very important. If he can reduce energy costs and boost the production of electricity using nat gas and hydrocarbons, that's important on a clean basis, which you can do with the new technology. And if he can somehow stabilize all these wars all over the place, which are costing a ton of money. I mean, that's the thing about these wars. They're not cheap. They cost cash. And, of course, the human life's horrific. But people are scared of him because he's unpredictable. And that we know from his last administration. I'm not saying it's good or bad. It's just nobody wants to go to war with Trump as president because he scares the you-know-what out of people.
He does indeed.
If she loses, the Democratic Party will never circumvent democracy again. They will never anoint a candidate. They will run a process. They'll have a convention. They'll never do this to themselves again.